many people want to come up here and tease my hair at this point? Tell me. Maybe not. We'll get into that later. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian. Now, she's from Orlando, and this is her first time here at Cracker, so make her feel welcome. Show her some love, and she's also my hairdresser. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Cracker stage, Miss Bonnie Collins, right here. Give it up for her.
Well, hi, it's great to be here. Hi. It really is great to be here. It's great to be anywhere that doesn't have padded walls. I am a little strange, but I don't know. So many of my friends and family have urged me to undergo some comprehensive psychiatric analysis. I seriously considered it, but you see, I do stand-up comedy instead. Well, now, think about it. I talk, you listen, and I don't have to pay you $100 an hour. I love it. Actually, as I say, I am a little strange, a little neurotic, compulsive, obsessive, complex, fixated, paranoid, schizophrenic, and any number of other things, but, I kind of enjoy it. I'm never bored. But I have spent a long time trying to analyze myself. I know me better than anyone else, and basically I've more or less figured out a lot of my problems. Many of them started with repression and inhibition. Now, don't tell me about yours. We're talking about me here, and in my case, most of mine started before I was actually even born. You see, I was conceived into a Quaker family. And I'm not actually sure how that even happened, to tell you the truth. You see, Quakers aren't supposed to have sex. Well, all right, they're allowed to have it. They're just not allowed to enjoy it. But now, don't confuse the Quakers with the Amish. Many people do, and they're really very different. You see, the Amish are much stricter than we were. They wear dark clothes with hats and full beards, drive around on horses and buggies, and say thee, thy, and thou, whereas we, the Quakers, were much more modernized. We wore plain clothes with no hats and were clean-shaven, except for the women, of course. And being modernized, we rode around on tractors and Chevy trucks and said the thy and thou. But we did clean up on oatmeal, and we are allowed to marry outside of our immediate households, which is a real big help on that six-finger dwarfism inbreeding thing. Of course, that's not a Quaker problem at all. That is strictly an Amish problem. We had Richard Nixon. Many of you may not have known Richard was a Quaker. We do try to keep it a secret. But, it wasn't bad enough just growing up Quaker. You see, I grew up on a Quaker farm complex in New Jersey. We raised such exciting things as potatoes, corn, tomatoes, soybeans. My life was just a Norman Rockwell nightmare. As a matter of fact, the New Jersey Turnpike actually ran right through the middle of our farm. My grandfather is still turning over in his grave, under the toll booth next to Jimmy Hoffa. But I really did grow up pretty inhibited and repressed. As a matter of fact, I was so inhibited that I could not get undressed in front of a full-length mirror, though I did peek. And I have to admit to having grown up a little on the heavy side, and I've had to watch my weight all my life. Matter of fact, I just got rid of about 95 gross and unsightly excess pounds. I just divorced Woody Allen. Okay, I lied. I really did lose the weight, and I'd like to tell you how. I used sex and drugs. Yeah, well, I figured I could live with it the rest of my life, and it worked. But I did use some New Age techniques, and basically they were like hypnosis, subliminal persuasion, and something called inner visualization. And as I leave, I'd like to demonstrate that for you. I have developed some pretty strong powers of inner visualization. Just give me one moment, please. Okay, here we go. Inner visualization. 1, 2, 3. Well, it is prescription. I never said it was 2020. Thank you, folks.
The ex-Mrs. Woody Allen right there. Give her a round of applause. Did you see those glasses? How about that?